What's up, my friends? Diddy is being sued by male former employee for sexual assault.
What?
Did he do it? Stay tuned.
Don't nobody go in the bathroom for about 35, 45 minutes.
You done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
You got knocked the fuck out!
What's happening? So what are your thoughts? Did he do it or didn't he? Let's see. Diddy's former producer and latest accuser, meaning latest, is raining on Diddy, right? Filed a lawsuit with damning sexual misconduct allegations. But just a few weeks ago, he fundraised for this same suit and made no mention of the alleged sexual assault he detailed in his complaint. Back on February 7th, Rodney Jones, the accuser, Lil Rod Madeep, posted an IG confessional that flew under the radar before his very public lawsuit hit the press Monday. And the video is an attempt to raise money from his followers to pay for a suit against Diddy. All right, and it continues. In this video, Jones lamented over not being able to revel in Diddy's Love album's Grammy nominations because he claimed he'd been screwed in royalties and publishing.
What?
And alleged that Diddy had refused to pay him what he says was owed. Man, this is something. It's not the first time we've heard this about Diddy. He goes on to indicate that he plans to relaunch a legal battle against Puff and notes that he'll need funds to fight him in court, and that's where his GoFundMe comes into play. Now, again, this may sound strange, but we've seen this all over again, not just for lawsuits, but for funerals and other needs that people need. They put GoFundMe pages up to support them. So this may or may not be the case. Continuing. 2 days before this video went up, Rodney has started a GFM campaign, GoFundMe campaign, the title of which reads, Help me sue Sean Diddy Combs. And it had a $50,000 goal. In both the description of his GoFundMe and in his clip, he makes no mention of the alleged sexual assault he claims he's endured at the hands of Diddy, his associates, while working for him. Wow, this thing is heating up. It's all interesting in hindsight. You got to wonder why he might not have addressed these claims of his a few weeks ago when he was literally trying to raise cash for this lawsuit. Well, again, we can speculate and we can judge this potential victim, but when you're the victim of something so heinous, you don't act normally. Like it wasn't a normal thing that happened to you. So it takes you out of your normal context for a while. Some people never snap back. So we can't, be so quick to raise judgment on Rodney Jones, all right? As we reported, Rodney claims Diddy forced him to sleep with sex workers and watch gay porn. I'll repeat. Rodney claims Diddy forced him to sleep with sex workers and watch gay porn. But again, this is not the first time we've heard such allegations about Diddy, and even floats the possibility that he was drugged at one point, but the bulk of the complaints online earlier this month were geared towards his business dealings with Diddy. And he made mention earlier how he hasn't been paid royalties or other payments that he was supposed to get. At the time of this writing, his GoFundMe had only raised $1,500 of his $50,000 goal. Now, this thing is really heating up. It's getting crazy. Unclear how Jones was able to pay for his legal counsel, but obviously the suit was filed. But as you know, some lawyers, they have to make the ends meet as well. Lawyers will take on this case pro bono and only get paid if they win the case for you. And a case so high profile as this is a smart move for any attorney to take it pro bono and get their money on the back end. That's just smart practicing. Now, it's unclear how, well, I just read that. Now, Diddy has denied all of Rodney's allegations, as he has some others who were named. Oh, man, this thing is crazy. But listen, it's not just stopping here. We got a video. Watch for yourself. Look at Rodney Jones. See if he's pump faking or if he's really taking a shot.
Embarrassing too. Let's just jump right into it. Some of you may know me or may not. I'm a music producer who's a writer and musician. Different genres. I started in the gospel and jazz and R&B and worked my way over to the hip hop side. I've been working on an album I took a year off straight working on this album. That album is the Love album, Off the Grid by Diddy. And it's Grammy nominated right now as we speak. I should be celebrating, but the truth is I'm not. Taking this album on has required so much time, months and at a time, 16 hours to 24 hours a day. Sometimes, Diddy will request certain works to be done. I apologize to anyone.
So what do you think? This thing is crazy, right? This thing is heating up. Let's continue. On 2/27, on February 27th at 8:10 a.m., Stevie J tells TMZ these allegations are false and my lawyer will be handling this going forward. Where did Stevie J come from? The Real Housewives star, the Housewives of, hip hop, one of them joints he was on. But I also remember Stevie J, and it was alleged he was harassing Eve. He had some kind of sexual encounters with Eve, and unfortunately he was trying to harass her after she had moved on by showing these tapes. Obviously he videotaped it or something in a car. Look how karma is coming back around on Stevie J. Nobody escapes. No. All right. And continuing, at 7:23 p.m., a rep of Justin Combs tells TMZ, Justin Combs categorically denies these absurd allegations. Wow, they pulled Justin Combs in it as well. We're going to see exactly what it said, what these allegations are. They're all lies. This is a clear example of a desperate person taking desperate measures in hopes of a payday. There will be legal consequences for all defamatory statements made about the Combs family. All right, at 4:40 p.m., Diddy's attorney Sean Holley tells TMZ, Lil Rod is nothing more than a liar who filed a $30 million lawsuit, shamelessly looking for an undeserved payday. His reckless name dropping about events that are pure fiction and simply did not happen is nothing more than a transparent attempt to garner headlines. So they strictly saying this guy's attention seeking. Let's continue. She adds, we have overwhelming, indisputable proof that his claims are complete lies. Our attempts to share this proof with Mr. Jones' attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, have been ignored as Mr. Blackburn refuses to return our calls. We will address these outlandish allegations in court and take all appropriate actions as those who make them, right? Diddy had just been sued by a man claiming the mogul sexually assaulted him. In legal documents, Rodney Jones, a former producer and videographer for the mogul, claims he was repeatedly, not once or twice, repeatedly sexually assaulted by Diddy and subjected to unwanted advances by associates of Diddy at his discretion. Jones claims Diddy, among other things, would grope Jones' genitals and touch his anus. Jones goes on to allege Diddy would parade around naked in front of Jones. See, here's the thing. Like, we can laugh at this stuff and make fun of it, poke holes, but this is serious. Put yourself in Jones' shoes. What if he was really trying to get put on and use his ability and his talent to get put on and to maximize his potential? And you got this person who's proclaiming to be helping you, this bigger than normal person, this big image, this bigger than life image, and he's abusing you.
Oh my God!
He's using your momentum to be great for his own selfish pleasures at your expense. Come on now, if these are true, this is alleged. I don't know, but if this is true, did he need to pay for this? He's ruining people's lives, and it's unfortunate. There are more allegations, right? He says a female cousin of Diddy's girlfriend, Young Miami, also sexually assaulted him, allegedly attempting to have sex with him in front of Diddy and members of his staff. And there's more. Jones says Diddy brought prostitutes to his house in Miami, and on one occasion, Jones says he was present at the house and was drugged and possibly raped. Oh no. This is serious allegations, but you know what's even more serious? This is some of the same stuff we've heard about Diddy with other people. This is crazy. He also alleges at several parties, Diddy intentionally served women bottles of his tequila and vodka brands laced with drugs. We've heard these allegations before. There are more tawdry allegations, including bringing underage girls to Diddy's home and providing them with alcohol. Come on, man, this thing is getting crazy. This is getting crazy. Jones claims Diddy directed Stephen J. and his son Justin Combs to recruit prostitutes. Okay, here's the news about Stevie J and Justin Combs. Wow. And in Justin's case, he was instructed to find underage girls to attend the parties. And I don't know if you know who Justin Combs is, but he's, I believe, Albie Shore's son that Diddy adopted when he was very young. And he's also younger, so that would make sense if he was sent out to recruit younger teenage girls. Jones claims Diddy introduced him to Cuba Gooding Jr. Cuba Gooding on Diddy's yacht in Cuba allegedly began touching, groping, and fondling Mr. Jones's legs, his upper inner thighs near his groin, the small of his back near his buttocks, and his shoulders. Oh my goodness. Yo, this is crazy. There are also allegations of a shooting where Jones says Diddy and his son Justin got into a heated argument at an LA recording studio. Jones says gunfire erupted and a man named G was hit and bleeding profusely from his stomach. Jones says Diddy told him to lie to cops and say G was shot in a drive-by. Can you imagine the trouble that Diddy's going to be in if all of these allegations hold true? Lying to police.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man, this is crazy. Probably tampering with evidence at a crime scene. This is deep. It's worth noting, LAPD investigated the shooting and reportedly found the victim had been shot outside the studio during a robbery and merely ran into the studio while still bleeding. Yeah, so they say. This is crazy. In addition to Diddy, Jones is suing Justin, other employees, as well as various recording executives, and according to the docs, he's seeking at least $30 million in damages. Wow. Both parties have been reached out to and there's been no responses. What are your thoughts? In my view, this is more serious than any video, any songs, the global, the hip hop mogul that Diddy is. Because at the end of the day, none of that means nothing. If you're taking advantage of boys, not just boys and girls, but in this case, a man, if you're taking advantage of men that need your help and sexually assaulting them, take that. You deserve to take your consequences, Diddy. No one's bigger than the law. No one's bigger than God. No one escapes life free. This God created a perfect system called the universe to perfectly govern us. And the universe is undefeated and it keeps a perfect score, which means nobody escapes life without paying their debt to life, which means all of the energy, all of the behavior that you put in to the universe, you have to endure the same energy, the same behavior from the universe before you leave. No one escapes, not even you, Diddy. Allegedly, if these things hold true, my heart goes out to you. It's raining so hard on Diddy, not even Farnsworth Bentley's umbrella can keep you dry. Be good. Until next time, be blessed.